I'm Wires at the Drink Tech in Munich, and I'm here with Sylvie Van Zandycke from DSM. And DSM are highlighting some emerging roles for enzymes, including their potential for developing gluten-free products. Sylvie, can you tell me some of the emerging platforms that enzymes can do and what you're working on?
Yeah, I'm actually based in the US, so I focus on the North American market, USA and Canada. And we have some really exciting things happening over there. One of our innovation enzyme called Brewer's Clarex, which has been on the market in fact for many years now. We recently, well, every year we discover something new about this enzyme. What is fascinating is that every brewer would be using Brewer's Clarex for a different application. Its main application is to stabilize beer, so to make beer clear, but you can also, there's a whole sustainability aspect to it, and more recently we kind of already knew that Brewer's Clarex had an impact on gluten, but we never entirely realized the opportunity because the market for gluten-free product wasn't 10 years ago what it is now, and in the US there is a real trend. There's a large amount of the population that's looking for gluten-free products. So in fact we have helped the brewer design beers that are made with barley malt, and when you use the enzyme you can break down the gluten, and so that people who have sensitivity to gluten, if they drink the beer, then they shouldn't have a reaction. So it's a very exciting development for us, and this market is growing. So
there's been a commercial application of this already. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
There's actually a craft brewery in the USA called Craft Brew Alliance, and they have put a product on the market called Omission. And this product is already the number 2 gluten-free beer on the market in the US. And so that's a traditional barley malt beer where the gluten has been enzymatically degraded, and it measures under 20 ppm, which is the limit for gluten-free products. And
how are they presenting this to the consumer then? Because they're also actively noting this in their promotion.
Yeah, so they're doing a really fantastic marketing. They are being very transparent, first of all, about the ingredient and their process and how they degrade the gluten, and they also being very open about the measurement of gluten. So in fact, you can go online and each beer that you buy, there's a code on it, and you can go online and look for the gluten level, so you can see that it's under 20 ppm. So all of this is to reassure the customer and being really, really open, having a lot of communication. All of this is available on the internet, and I think that's what the consumer is expecting, is having all the information to be able to make a conscious decision on whether they want to drink or not this type of beer.
Do you think there should be more transparency around the use of enzymes in general towards the consumer, and perhaps taking a different approach from industry on this?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of emotional. There's an emotional aspect to using enzyme, and like other product, there's a lot to do with education. I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about enzymes and what they are, and also the fact that some enzymes are classical, but some others are self-clone, and some are GMO origin. So all of this needs to be explained more clearly, and the more transparency, the more we educate people, then the less emotion will be associated with using enzyme. I mean, it comes from a microorganism that's available in nature, so it is a natural product.
Sylvie, thank you very much.
You're welcome.